Lenten Lunchtime lesson with Father Andrew of the Society of the Divine Compassion, Monday after the third Sunday in Lent. And when he had called unto them his 12 disciples, he gave them power. Matthew 10, verse 1. We are told that our Lord Jesus Christ called his disciples to him and gave them power to do certain things. They were to go with a simplicity of apparel and material. They were not to be fussy or complicated. He gave them power not to do things as well as to do them. We say in our confession that we have done those things which we ought to not have done, and we have left undone those things which we ought to have done. The reason we fail so is, of course, because we are not in proper contact with the power of the life of God. Our Lord Jesus Christ came to this earth to give us the power through union with himself to live a deliberate life of union with the Father. He also gave them power to say certain things. He said, "Take no thought what ye shall say." People sometimes think that means that preachers can speak without any preparation. But those words of our Lord were not spoken about preaching sermons. They were spoken about the occasions when people were called before judges and had perhaps to say words that meant martyrdom. Our Lord said that on those occasions, power would be given to speak and no doubt to keep silence. So power is given to the child of God to speak or to be silent. Then there is the power to tarry. It is terribly difficult sometimes to wait. We want to get on the move. Our Lord says, "Tarry ye in the city of Jerusalem until you have been endued with power from on high." There was power given to wait. Again, there was power given to go forth. Ye shall receive power to be witnesses unto me, unto the uttermost part of the earth. And our Lord, just before he ascended into heaven, wherever ye are, ye shall be given power to witness to Christ in a holy life. Spiritual power is given to us by our Lord. We have power to speak or to be silent, to do or not to do, to wait or to go forth, to witness always. Our life is made up of thought, word, and deed, sometimes waiting, sometimes wandering, sometimes witnessing if we are seeking to live lives in deliberate vital union with our God. When the immortal Christ lived in our nature, he revealed the goodness of the unseen and made it manifest in a human life with which men and women could have contact. The power is here. There can be no lack of the power of the life of God. Why then is it not more manifest in our lives? That infinite life is all about us, but the channels that bring it to us may be choked at our end. There is no doubt about the grace of God, and the sacramental channels of his grace are certain channels. The grace of God does not depend upon our feelings, but upon his word and our obedience. The supply is sure, and the channel is sure. What is not sure is the use of our own free will. The channel may be choked by our failings. Grace does not come freely to us because of some selfishness, some disobedience, some lack of prayer. The use of sacramental confession is to clear the channel. On our side, we make a true confession. On his side, he gives a true absolution. The power comes through. We can give the grace of God the chance of coming through those clear channels of the sacraments and filling the whole of our life with their cleansing flow. But the greatest power of all is the power to be in whatever we are doing, the children of God. As many as receive him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. These words are forever true. The life of our Lord Jesus Christ was the one human life in which there was no obstacle whatever to the power of God. His blessed hands in active ministry were laid upon the sick and healed them. But they were never more powerful than when, pierced by the nails, they stayed there passive, nailed to the wood. Think of the power of his silence, the power of his sacrifice. At the ascension, the power which raised him up and crowned him king reversed all the injustices of the world as he passed to that glory which was his before all time and shall be his to all eternity.